Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our... I'm not quite sure what Bill is doing there. Ooh, fair enough. Hello there. Welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle New York by Night, Season 1, Orphans in the Dark. My name is Max. I will be your storyteller this evening, and I am joined by our fledgling vampires and their fledgling coterie. That's fledgling is probably the right word for it at the moment. Before we begin, just a couple of things just to let you know, and again, just a couple of points of errata. There's a couple of things that I've got wrong as a GM, just for the sake of the audience, just so you're aware. If you know the game, then you'll probably be saying, "Oh, he's got it wrong." Yes, I hadn't realised that if you haven't bought a clan discipline in character generation, then it should cost the same as a normal discipline, 10 points, not the 5 that I've allowed the guys to do. But I have done that, and so I'm going to allow the guys, anybody else who hasn't bought all their clan disciplines already, the opportunity to do so at the reduced cost for until the end of this season. And the other thing, again, if you were watching last week, you'll know that some of the guys have put up skills multiple times during a story. Sorry, it'll be 1 point per story from this session onwards. Okay, so keeping in with the theme from last week of just shamelessly plagiarizing song lyrics, we're going to start this evening by paraphrasing Billy Corgan and saying, "You can never ever leave. Your unlives are forever changed, and you will never be the same. The more you change, the less you feel." And there is the rub. Can you keep the man you were alive and afloat in the sea of eternity? Okay, so we are on episode 5, an episode that I'm going to call Tonight. If you'd all like to go around and introduce yourselves, we will start with the gentleman on my left.
The world is a vampire. Isn't that like a better lyric from Billy Corgan?
It is, but I'm trying to set tone.
My turn. Hey
Yes.
guys, I'm Andrew Taint. I am here to eventually take over the vampire world. I am obnoxious. I am also obnoxious. And yes, I'm going to screw up New York for everyone and take over with my coterie. So if you're ready, be prepared for things you can't possibly be prepared for. Over to the next person. Aye.
And we'll go this way. To my right.
I am playing Sam Goldberg, a Bruja who likes to fight. And unlike Andrew Taint, I'm not going to try and fight the storyteller, though, because I'd like to survive.
And then we'll go this way down here to, if Chris is with us at the moment. Looks like he's having a problem, so we'll go this way to Clark in my bottom corner here.
Well, yeah, I'm Ken Cho. I'm one of the 4 horsemen, or rather, Fantastic Four, however you want to see our arrangement here. But last time was pretty depressing. Found out that I don't get to bite and make people feel good like everybody else. So we'll find out what else I can do to make people miserable like me.
And last but definitely not least, we will go to Chris when he returns.
If Chris isn't able to stand, he said he's having internet troubles tonight. So yeah, if it turns out to be a problem, what do you say? Play without him or what? Because
I will leave it up to you guys. I mean, I'm quite happy to go on, but obviously I wouldn't want him to miss out.
Well, back in a different one. Go ahead, Chris.
Well, let's see how long this lasts. This fucking computer is a piece of shit. Sorry.
Okay.
If
you'd like to introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, I'm the perpetually disconnecting. Karis for Wayne. Last week I stayed on target and got us the information we needed from the club while everybody was breakdancing, and Clark was up there trying to make the sweet love on the second floor with Mandy, Tandy, Tainty Wainty, or whatever her name was.
I believe it was Candy. I think it was the
Candy.
first one that you saw when you walked into the club that had him smitten.
And then Sam and Andrew decided to have a dick measuring contest, which Andrew wound up winning.
I think he's gone again.
Yeah. And he's only going to get more angry every time he comes back. I've known him my whole life.
Right.
Also, mine is way bigger than yours, bro. All right. So, what's first? Storyteller.
Okay, so well, I can imagine the mood in the Wine Mom minivan is probably a bit frosty, to say the least. We're going to pick this up, say, 10-15 minutes after we left it last time. Cord is at the wheel. You seem to be heading north through the Bronx. I'm going to throw this to Sam and Ken first, because you were back at the car first. Who's shotgun?
Who? What? I'm sorry. I missed.
Who's riding shotgun?
Sam, he's bigger than me.
Okay.
He needs a space.
So in the back, then it will be Ken, Andrew, Karis, and of course Bella Meyer is with you as well. She is, she has her Mask of 1,000 Faces up, so she looks as close to what she probably looked like in her mortal days as she can, which is a short, slim woman of approximately 42, 43, with an archaic hairstyle, something that would have been fashionable for a nurse in New York in the 1890s. As always, she's looking nervous, glancing around quite a bit. Every so often you notice that she's just not there. It's almost like she forgets to switch her powers off, and she just, one minute you look and the seat's empty, then when you look back she's there again, like she's just suddenly remembered. But as you're driving through the city, it's a curious thing. There's a few more people out tonight than there were last night, and maybe as you're looking out the windows, you spot random acts of kindness, the kind of thing you wouldn't expect to see from New Yorkers. The radio is on in the car, one of the local stations called Miracle FM.
Because it's right after 9/11. Yes, random acts of kindness. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you've never been to New York, have you?
No. But on the radio, there's amongst the fallout of everything that happened the day before, there's talk of the country mobilizing for war, but they haven't yet said who against. There's a few sound bites played from the likes of George W. Bush, Tony Blair, motherfucker. Sorry. And
both.
Yeah. Things like that you hear. That gives you an opportunity for the first time in all of you over 24 hours to touch base with what's happening in the real world. I'm going to sit back for the next 5 minutes while you're traveling north, and let you guys talk amongst yourselves. Obviously, Karis has the number that you got from Carlos at Club Storm, as well as a big stack or a box full of their club's flyers, which he's asked you to see if you can put a few of them out at Slimelights in London, at Limelight, the next time you get to go back to Manhattan.
Cord, what are the chances of me swinging by to see my brother?
I'm sure when we've done this, I'm sure we can do that.
It keeps being delayed. I'm going to give it one more try.
And
Finish
I'm
what we're doing, and then I'm going to see my brother.
Man, this guy doesn't shut the fuck up.
It's my brother. I could shut you up in a heartbeat if you'd like.
Shut up back there.
all right, guys. We've just gone through this. Yes, I will check with the boss, but as far as I know, that should be fine.
All right, Cord, can you can let him know what we found out at the club as far as the Bloody Shroud, what the band's name was called. Harley is the name of the lead singer. And then I have his contact information. Not for they don't have a manager, so to speak. At least that's what I was told. That most of the booking and stuff was done through the lead singer Harley.
Fantastic.
So what the boss wants to do with that information, he at least has that.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, we'll check with him later. But as far as I know, I mean, he wants you guys to take charge of this. So,
Well, if we're taking charge of it, we can certainly pass by the hospital on the way to the Limelight.
hospital.
That's where Andrew's brother is at.
That's in Manhattan. You're in the
Which
Bronx.
is where the Limelight is. The Limelight is in Manhattan.
Right.
And certainly if we could either split up, which would defeat the purpose of this being a team building exercise, is what I assume it to be, as fucked up as our team is, or we could see what happened to Andrew's brother, possible attack or whatever the deal may have been, which might actually give us more information to give to the acting prince of Brooklyn.
Okay, we can try it. I'm not sure how far we'd get. I mean, my understanding is most of the boroughs are effectively locked down, but we can certainly give it a go. I'm up for it.
My brother is strong, and he was helping in the cleanup aftermath of this terroristic attack. We can do what we need to do. He will be fine, and then we will go there. And then maybe we'll even go and visit some of Sam's family. Depends.
Okay, let's do it. He kind of pulls up, swings the car around, and starts heading south.
It would seem Andrew Taint forgot about those orders of reconnecting with our families.
It would seem as though I don't care. It's fine. I understand. You being a bouncer, you've probably been bounced off of your head a few times. It's hard to follow along, but I think we can also stop off at a convenience store and conveniently get some crayons. I can draw you a map.
Your head hasn't been bounced off enough walls.
And there's not enough room to do in here, chaps. So let's just diffuse this for now, please.
Oh, not paying attention. You're trying to beat me, like out of character. You're trying to beat me in this, and you're not understanding. And there are people you can ask. You're not going to win this, but by all means.
Okay, so you're
just playing.
Yeah, I'm basically just trying to think of what I'm going to say to Lucretia to try to convince her, like, hey, why did we put this a band I've never heard in the club this weekend? I'm sure she'll take that well.
So you cross the bridge into Manhattan, And obviously for you, Karis, it's like kind of like coming home. For the rest of you, I mean, I don't know how often you get to go into Manhattan. I know, Clark, for you it is as well, because obviously the hospital that you work at is in Manhattan. It's in sort of North Manhattan, and you are heading south. So we'll say that from little I remember of the geography of it, that you would get to Limelight before you get to the hospital. So that would be your first stop.
Roughly, this basically chronologically or time wise, this is right after we left the Titty Twister.
This is it's just really the time it takes to travel from where you were in the Bronx to Limelight in Manhattan.
All right, so I'm trying to think. Going back to the crypt of my mom box. Shit, it's been. Yeah, they usually didn't close until 3:30 a.m.
Okay, it is a Wednesday night.
Yeah, it wouldn't be super packed like if it was the weekend, but there would still be
Obviously,
pretty.
I mean, obviously it's Wednesday night, and it is Wednesday night the day after 9/11. So
Oh,
yeah. So you pull up outside, and it probably looks almost deserted. I mean,
okay,
there will
yeah.
be a few people who need to kind of um, steel themselves with some Dutch courage, shall we say, have come out. But as you get out of the car, you do notice that the music is a lot more subdued than it would normally be.
Mm. Right, I'll go around the side, see where the I can't remember the layout of the building. I guess it doesn't really matter since this is the fantasy version of New York.
And again, as well, we are in this world of darkness. It is a gothic punk world, so everything's a little bit dirty and grimy. There's all of you can smell the residual of the ash, and everything is still hanging in the air. There's probably even still just a slight haze around you. But obviously, you wouldn't have noticed so much having been up in the Bronx, but here in Manhattan, it's still hanging around.
So they
I
might
take
not
it.
actually.
So are you all getting out? Are you all going, or what are people doing?
Yeah, Karis, would you like some assistance?
Let me handle this solo for right now. Because if my girl isn't here, then I'll just come right back. I won't. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised that they're open at all, since this is the day after. But
Can
I
you
should
whistle?
be okay.
Give a sharp whistle. If you need, Entertain always says, like he overpronounces words. Give a sharp whistle if you need help.
Will do. If you guys want to just chill out in the car, Cord, if just give me like 20 minutes. If I'm not back in 20 minutes, just wait longer. No, if I'm not back in 20 minutes, it might potentially be an issue.
Okay, as you because I take it like you've got out the car. A couple of other people may have just got out just to stretch your legs. As you've been doing that, Cord has been on the phone. He said he got a call on his mobile, so he's just like, hold on 1 second. Right, okay, not a problem at all. What I'm going to do is this. Bella will go with you. Just make sure nothing's wrong, and Andrew will pop and see your brother and make sure he's okay. Just had a word from the boss. He wants to meet us. Something's come up. But as for this little detour, yeah, it's all good. Don't worry.
Okay.
So you can go and do your thing. Bella will be around somewhere, or Maya, as she prefers to be called, will be around somewhere. You just won't see it.
Well, he just went to go do that.
He did. He did. Perfect timing. So while that's going on, the rest of you can jump back in the car and go to the Lenox Hill Hospital.
Oh no. No. I'm okay with just me going. Perhaps Ken can go also, but someone should stay there just in case.
Yeah, cool. I mean, you don't have to go into the hospital,
Uh-huh.
but at this stage, they're not quite happy to leave you to your own devices. Somebody will be with you. I mean,
Sure, if
so it's up to. I mean,
Andrew
obviously,
needs
Sam.
to be chaperoned, then because of the rules, I'll go.
Sam,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? Do you want to go with them in the car? Do you want to? The other choice is that, or go and wherever Maya goes, keeping an eye on Karis.
On one hand, I could go help Karis if he needs it, but it would also be really fun to just be there, to be a thorn in Andrew's butt.
Not for long.
I'll go help Karis out if he needs it.
Okay.
Flying alone.
So, Karis, are you good with that? He doesn't
I
have to.
apologize. I keep cutting out.
Don't worry about
Not your fault.
Don't
It's
Don't
not
waste
your
time
fault.
with it.
I don't care.
Every time Windows does a stupid fucking update, I have to reset my
Chris,
wireless
Chris,
adapter.
Chris, don't worry about it. Just play the
Yeah,
game.
it's all good. It's all good, buddy.
He is getting closer to frenzy, though. I can tell by the look on his face.
Next time I'll have to make you make a roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Sam can come with you into the club, but obviously doesn't need to come with you up to your meet.
Yeah, that's
with-
fine.
I'll
He
just,
wants to sit tight at the at one of the two main bars, and then I'll go back to where the manager's office is. See if my girl's there.
Mhm.
I try not to get in a fight with anybody.
Okay, so you guys want to do your thing first?
Yeah, just in case.
Mhm.
So yeah, just in case Chris's
We
internet
know.
goes again.
Go.
So you go into the club through the front door. They recognize you and they let you in. I think he's gone. Yep. Okay, so we'll switch back to you guys. Takes you about 10 minutes through the traffic in the evening to pull up outside the Lenox Hill Hospital. And
So we're clear. I've seen that look on Chris's face before. That's a
I-
dangerous look.
I don't want to know where or why. But yes, you are outside the hospital.
I will go upstairs. Ken, you can follow me.
Sam, are you?
He's
Tagging
with
along?
Karis.
Oh, excuse me.
Pay
Don't
attention.
listen to me.
A little
Yeah.
harder.
This way. That's it.
Okay.
I'll spit out now. Yeah. So the two of you head upstairs. You get to the floor that you remember that your brother said that he was on last night before. Cord does come with you, but obviously when you get to the floor, he just hangs around by the door. There's a staff nurse at the desk typing away on a computer.
I'm here to
Tell him.
see Tristan Taint.
Tristan Taint. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Sorry, are you family?
I am his brother.
Okay, sure. He's down the corridor, third door on the left.
A nice private room, I presume. And I start walking down there. All right, go to Karis.
Cool. So, Karis and Sam, you get into the club. Obviously, Karis, they recognize you. Yeah, come in. You can say he's with me. You don't know where Maya is. She is about somewhere.
Maya is the coffee house chick. Lucretia is the manager for the Limelight.
No, I know. No. Maya is the Nosferatu that has befriended you, that you've befriended, who's just keeping an eye.
Oh, Bellamaya. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, so you get into the club, as I say, the music is reasonably subdued. There's hardly anybody in here. There's at most 20 people.
Well, he goes up to do his thing.
Mhm.
I'll go and I'm going to kind of scope around, see, kind of pick up like the vibe on the different people there. You know, I want to see what kind of people are here, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's cool. So give us perception plus streetwise, please.
Perception plus what?
Streetwise.
Okay. All right. Oh, come on. What's the difficulty number?
Difficulty 6. Standard difficulty.
Okay.
Just let me know how many successes you get.
All right. Shit, none.
Okay. Did you get any ones?
Well, no, I have 2 ones, but they canceled my 2 successes.
They cancel out your 2 successes, so no successes. Okay. So it just looks like another generic collection of rebellious type people to you. Or not say rebels, the kind of people that you'd expect to frequent a place like this.
Okay. Is there anybody there though that I can see that are kind of typing on a keyboard? No, I'm just kidding. Is there anybody there that's kind of secluded, like chilling on their own? Like,
Oh, how are you feeling? Odds or evens?
the odds may forever be in my favor.
It's even, I'm afraid. So no.
Nobody's flying solo there, huh?
Yeah. No. Everybody seems to be gathering together. You can see the people that are here. There's a group of them, so about 6 or 7 of them that clearly know each other, and they're making sure to spend a lot of time together because of again what's happened. It's really sort of brought people together.
All right. So what I'll do is
What can I get you, man?
I'll go find a nice corner.
Go to the bar. Hey, dude, what can I get you? He's like,
Oh, you know what? Let me grab a whiskey.
coming up on the table.
I take it and I put it in my mouth and then set it down because we can't swallow, right?
No.
Okay, so I put it in my mouth. I kind of cheek it, set it down, give him the thank you nod, and pay him, tip him, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go walk to, keeping this cheeked, walk to like just a corner to kind of sit and chill by myself, and but somewhere where I got a good view of kind of everything going on there.
Fantastic.
And I was trying to get to that point so you could get to.
It's no problem. We'll cut back to the other guys while we're waiting for Chris to come back.
All right.
So, in the hospital.
I walk into the room.
Yes.
Is it adequate for people of our wealth and lifestyle?
Yeah. This is one of the more expensive hospitals in Manhattan. So the place is, as you go to open the door opens and there's a nurse comes out, just rearranging her uniform.
Really? Oh, he's fine. Chris is going to reboot and be right back. So
okay, no worries.
I go walking up with that typical smile. Brother.
So he's lying in the bed. He's just kind of tucking the sheets up. He does have a respirator on. He looks okay. You know, he doesn't look too off color or anything. But yeah, even though there's like a hospital gown, but it's hanging up on the thing, and he's just got a tight fitting t-shirt on.
I start looking at his chart.
Okay. Do you have any medicine?
Yes. 1 in medicine.
Fantastic. So you can have a look at it. Intelligence plus medicine. Obviously, Ken is with you. He is a paramedic.
Well, I'm outside the room, but if you need my help, you can call me in because I didn't want to
Okay.
invade your private
I
moment.
got an 8, a 4, and a 2. So
Fantastic.
at least 1 success, I'd imagine.
Yeah, 1 success is fine. So most of his vitals are okay. They are. So the thing that they seem to be concerned about is some possible lung damage from smoke inhalation. It's obviously more than what's the word I'm looking for? It's slightly more serious than they would have liked. Otherwise, they would have discharged him already. So they are. It looks like they're intending to, from what it says on there, keeping him in for at least another night, possibly 2. Oh, dude. Oh, sorry. Oh, dude. And he takes the mask off. I'm going to talk like dude. Sorry.
Don't do that.
Yeah, he takes the mask off. Puts his
Do you
hand
feel
out.
like you can get up and walk, brother?
Yeah. I probably can. I've been walking around a bit, but they still want us to stay here for a bit.
Put the respirator back on. I put my not bring my hand up high enough, but I put my hand on his chest, just my fingertips. Keep breathing, brother. I'm going to show you some things, and I want you to understand and believe me when I tell you these things. And I show him the fangs. I let them grow slowly right in front of him.
Fantastic. Okay. I am going to need him. Where's his? I've got his sheet here somewhere. Not there. Oh, what the fuck? Did I not think it's so good? I'm going to have to.
Trying to roll a fear thing.
Yeah, I'm just looking for his sheet. I thought I'd have to look into here.
Storyteller sucks. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Was I muted?
And that meteor that I mentioned last week just falls a little bit closer to Earth. Fire! There he is, Tristan Tate. Oh, he's got a pretty good pull for. Oh dear. Okay, he has got a pretty good pull for his courage, but I have just botched. So, Jesus, what the fuck is that? And he kind of leaps out of the bed, staggers back over by the window. Get the fuck away from me, man! What the fuck is this? Some fucking kind of joke? What the nurse?
Will you shut the fuck up so I can tell you presents? Jeez, you're freaking out more than he is. Like I was ready at everything, and you're just like, like shut up.
He did just botch a courage roll, so yeah, he goes large. Okay, yes, you can make your presence roll. What you're doing? You're doing ore, are you?
I am.
Okie dokie. Obviously, outside, Ken, you can hear this sudden screaming from down the corridor.
I'm checking to see if anybody else is picking up on that noise.
There will be a nurse on her way very soon. Okay, so charisma plus either performance or expression, which either one you've got. Difficulty 7. You only need technically 1 success because there's only 1 person in the room.
I already exploded the dice. I got a 9, a 6, and a 0 right away, and I didn't even roll my other 4. Yeah, my other 4.
That's fine. You well, no, do roll them because obviously you don't know what you're going to get.
I got to get 7 or above, so that's 2,
7 above,
3 successes.
Obviously, don't forget about 1s as well taken away.
Okay. So I got 5 successes, but 3 of them are exploded dice.
Okay. Do you have any specializations that cover your disciplines? Do you have what's your expression?
Oh yeah, whatever my charisma is.
Oh, of course you do. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you can re-roll those as well. Obviously, any ones on the re-rolls are just failures. They don't add to
6. So I got
botches
6. Oh yeah, okay.
easily.
I got a 6. Excuse me. I got a 9, a 2, and a 1. So I botched on 1. Does that
Okay,
counteract the
so
9?
if you rolled a 1 on a re-roll, it
Uh-huh.
doesn't. It's just a failure. It's only
Okay.
on the initial roll.
Then I got 1
That
extra success. So that's 6 successes.
fantastic. So that means if there was more people here, you could probably get an auditorium full of people. But there is only one person here, so
Okay.
you can still see, like for a second, like the fear in his eyes, and then he's just kind of like he looks like a groupie basically, as he's kind of like.
Gotcha. I got you. And I'm gonna
But
slowly.
obviously,
Can I wean
outside,
him out of this and like, dude, calm down? I get it. There's somebody about to come in soon. But
cool.
I've got interference. So I'm not worried about it at all in the slightest. So can I
Nice.
wean him off this and be like, brother, it's me. You need to calm down. I
Yeah,
told
of
you.
course, man.
Okay. Can I wean him off of the presence, the awe?
You can keep it going until you need until you keep it going until you're happy that he's calmed down enough himself.
Okay, good.
So he
Good.
kind of like
And I don't need
obviously
to maintain
staggers,
gaze with him, right?
not with awe. It's just people are
Right.
attracted towards you. It's only things like Serpentis, Dominate, things like that, where
Okay.
you need to keep eye contact. But yeah, he kind of very slowly kind of comes over and sits on the bed, picks up the mask, and I'm sorry, man. I don't know what came over me. So this is
Probably the fangs. And until the nurse comes in,
yeah.
I
Show me again. Show me again.
I have them come out fast this time.
Whoa.
Brother, I was killed and I was made into a vampire.
Oh,
That's why
fuck
it was
off.
so hard for me to get back to you. I just got finished showing you this. Would you like to see more? I have my tongue.
Oh, all right. Okay. I believe you. What the
Brother,
hell's
there are a lot of them. There are a lot of them around here, and I can't make you one of us. It's forbidden for me to make one of you, but I learned something. I learned that I can actually make you stronger while you still maintaining your humanity.
really? Well, how?
Yes. You have to drink some of my blood.
I got to do what now? Oh,
Don't
okay.
be foolish with me, brother.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
the
not.
younger brother, and I'm pulling the younger brother, the older brother thing on him.
Look. I mean, just give me a minute here. You know, I mean, obviously, vampire, hooray! That's one thing, but drinking your blood, man. I mean, dude, you've
As
slept with
it turns out, you're actually gonna like it, but you have to promise you never drink anyone else's blood. Anyone,
Look,
living or dead.
this all sounds fantastic, bro. But let's face it, you've slept with some munters in your time, mate. You know, I mean, drinking your blood. I'm
And
not sure.
so have you. Do you remember that one girl, Annabeth, I think her name was, in Romania?
Oh, dude, why'd you mention that? Why'd you bring
You're
that up?
mentioning things.
All right. Okay. At that point, outside,
Mhm.
there's a nurse comes up and tries to get past you, Ken. Excuse me, sir.
Nurse. Oh, I would like to fake using my ability to fake that there's a very infected and nasty looking thing that needs to be
Chiggers.
Yeah.
Say you got chiggers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hold up my arm and act like I'm the emergency and that I need.
Okay, so you want to you're going to try and use Cloak of Shadows to give yourself a fake injury.
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
If that's part of the, it's a.
It's not how it's designed to be used, but we can give this a go. Obviously, you don't know that. You're gonna try and do a thing. That sounds interesting. Let me just figure out what you're gonna need to do it. Cloak of Shadows. No, Cloak of Shadows. Mask of 1,000 Faces.
If that doesn't work, then I guess I would go with the.
Yeah, as I said, it's something that it's not really designed to do it at all. I'm gonna be I'm not gonna up the difficulty, so because it's already difficulty 7, but I am looking for 4 successes. So that's going to be your manipulation plus performance.
Okay.
Obviously,
Right,
you
I've
do
got
have
6
willpower.
dice. That's a chance.
Just to remind everybody, obviously it's the start of we're in a new session, so everybody's willpower resets to full.
Okay. I have a 7 and an 8, so that's 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 9 and a 1, so they cancel each other. And I have a 7 and an 8, so that's 4 successes. How many did you say I need?
You need 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she kind of moves to go past you, convinced that she heard the shouting from in the room, and then sees, oh my god, why didn't you report? Why didn't you say something at the desk? Come with me, and takes you down the corridor.
Splendid. Yes.
Okay.
I was really just here to see someone in room 1, 2, 3. I really didn't think, but it's really hurting today. Please, thank you.
Well, she takes you into another small room a bit further down the corridor. Just sit there. I'll just need to go and get a couple of things, and I'll be straight back, and we'll sort that out. She gives you a pad to press on it, and leaves the room. Meanwhile, across town, Sam, you found a nice cozy spot to watch what's happening in the crowd.
I'm sorry not to interrupt. I also meant to say earlier, I wanted to catch you right away. As soon as I found my little corner, I went.
Yep, of course. No worries.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, upstairs or in the back part of the club, Karis.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So you go backstage, as it were, upstairs into the office.
Yeah, I just knock on the door, doing like the shave and a haircut knock.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like our secret code, so she knows it's me coming to visit her if she's there in the office.
It's a couple of seconds, and then you hear a voice going, "Come in."
And I go in. She looks as ravishing as my picture.
As always. Yep. Yeah. She kind of looks up, and as soon as she sees you, she runs across and gives you a big hug.
All shucks. What's up, Lou?
Oh my god, I hadn't heard from you since before what happened yesterday, and I just got worried about you. I know obviously you're out and about places a lot of the time, but Jesus, man, you're freezing. What's going on?
Yeah, about that. I know with everything that's going on lately, this might be a strange ask, but can you look into a band for me, if possible?
Yeah, of course. She grabs pen and.
Yeah, give her one of the flyers for Blood Shroud.
Cool. So the flyers you were given were for the club itself, the Club Storm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's just like you going down there? Can you get them to put some of these out just to promote the club? But obviously you have got the phone number for apparently
Harley.
Harley.
All right,
yeah.
and I'll basically just tell her what what's his name? Carl at the other place?
Carlos.
I forget. Carlos?
Yeah.
Boris Koros. So there's this band, Blood Shroud, been looking into. Lead singer's name is Harley. Here's his contact information. If it's possible, if you could set up a meet with us.
Sure.
I'd like to just talk to him about his music.
Yeah, no worries at all. Name rings a bell. I think Jaden mentioned something about them the other week. Apparently they've been playing a few gigs up in the Bronx and getting a bit of a good name for themselves. But yeah, that's fantastic. Did you want anything to eat? Or can I get you something to drink?
No, not now, Lou. I wanted to come by and see how you were doing because obviously what went on yesterday.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, no,
I just asked you for
I'm
this
good.
favor. Do you need anything from me? Like everything okay with the car? Any other
Just
problems?
yeah, just the next time there's a major terrorist event in the city, let me know that you're okay.
No, I understand. That's my bad.
Yeah,
Things
it
have been
is.
a little bit weird lately.
Well, yeah. Well, do you think?
Yeah, you haven't seen anybody coming into anyone into the club tonight at all, or in the last week. That's out of the ordinary.
Look around.
True.
Yeah, no, things have been fine. Yeah, there was a couple of guys started some trouble. I mean, we weren't open last night, but a couple of guys started some trouble trying to get in when we weren't open. There was some damage to the door, but we've taken care of that.
Do you mind if I one of the back doors or
I know around the
the
front.
front? Do you mind if I take a look?
No, you can go ahead if you like.
All right, thanks, Lou. I'll come back tomorrow evening to give you some time to reach out to these guys.
Yeah, have you? I never know what number to reach you on. So have you got a number, or
Well,
do you call me? You call me. That's probably better.
yeah. You know me. I'm always out and about someplace. I don't have a steady spot. This is actually the closest to home that I have. So, that'll be the last thing I say and I'll do the. I don't know if that movie came out yet, but I'll do the Antonio Banderas from Desperado. It's like, oh, one last thing. Did I ever say thank you? And I'll just walk out. I won't finish the line. I'll just walk out.
As you walk out the door close behind you, she just kind of looks at you and goes, not enough. You don't say thank you enough.
And then I'll go check out. I guess to do a quick spot with my perception to see if I can see where Sam is at in relation to where on the club floor.
You know this place pretty well, and your perception and stuff like that. It's familiar territory to you, so I won't need you to make a roll, but you can spot him quite easily. Obviously, being somebody who's never been here before, he's probably gone to the most obvious place to go and have a seat.
Yeah.
I will come back to the two of you in a second. I'm going to flip back over to these guys quickly.
Gotcha.
Okay, Mr. Tate. Your brother appears to have calmed down. He's sort of back on the bed. He's kind of slipped back into the bed, and he's just occasionally taking a hit from the respirator, but otherwise he's just.
You're not going to need that ever again, and you will live for as long as you drink my blood.
This is messed up, mate. I mean, you've
Yes,
pulled some tall ones in it.
This is the situation that we're in. You've trusted me all through life. This decision has to be made because I have to leave.
Yeah, all right, fuck it. What have we got to lose?
This cough and mortality. Here you go. How many blood points can I give him?
So you only technically need to give him one.
I know.
I mean, obviously, mortals have 10 blood points, same as anybody else. But yeah, he only needs to drink one to benefit from becoming a ghoul. I know this is obviously above table. I know Andrew doesn't know this yet. He only needs to drink once a month.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bill knows that. How many can he drink before he starts to look bloated? Is it 3? I forget.
I think so.
Okay. And of course, he could lose some of his own blood and replace it with my vital, however it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that. But again, as long as he's had at least one blood point, that will empower him for a month. He
Mhm.
will automatically gain a dot in potence.
Okay. Okay. Then I don't like the idea of only giving him one, but that's just me. But fine, I'll
Your
give him
call.
one.
Your call. If you want to give him more, you can do. How many are you on at the moment? Are you on full?
I'm full. We all
Okay.
filled up. I believe all of us filled up the
Mhm.
end. Okay. Yeah, I'll just give him the one then for now.
Fantastic. So he kind of looks at your wrist as you kind of slash it, and he kind of gets one of the little plastic cups, you know, and drinks it from that. He's like, he kind of looks at it for a second, and then just treats it like a shot, and just knocks it back. It's like,
And then he's
Oh.
going to finish everything in the cup by licking it because I have the addicted blood.
of course he is. Yeah, he's like, geez, well,
This is good stuff. I have the exact opposite problem as Ken Chow. They
Can I-
can't wait for him to stop. They don't want me to stop. Okay.
yeah, but yeah, I will say he does say, I'll have another one, mate.
Yeah.
Your call.
Go home. Yeah. Go home. Go home, and you're going to need to take a taxi, and then you're clearly going to need to take a shower because it's a New York City taxi. And then watch over the house.
Sure. Well, I spoke to, and I've forgotten her name. Your house manager, Gwen. I spoke to Gwen. She's got everything covered. But as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to drive up, make sure all the girls are okay. But this is a lot. This is big, right?
Brother, this is the biggest thing we've ever come across. And it's time now, faster than ever, for the Taints to take over the world. We'll start with New York.
I like the way you're thinking, brother. All right, I'll get myself out of here. Just give us a call. I've stored my phone somewhere. You got my phone number? Yeah, just give me a call when you can. All right.
Will do.
Meanwhile, down the corridor. So, Ken, what are you going to do? Obviously, this nurse has just left you on your own.
All right. What's her name tag say?
Her name tag says Nancy.
Nancy. Nancy. This whole thing has me very freaked out.
So you have a couple of minutes. She has left the room to go and get a couple of things to stitch your arm up. So you are alone at the moment.
Oh,
Do you want
okay.
to wait for her to come back, or do you want to take the opportunity to
Skedaddle.
Mhm.
I guess how far away, like, could I stick my head out and call to Andrew, or like I'd have to?
Yeah, down the corridor a little way. You say about 3 or 4 rooms down on the other side of the corridor.
Okay, well now the screaming has calmed down. This nurse has left. Sure, yeah, I'll exit and go pop my head into Tristan's room. Andrew, everything good?
Okay, so as you turn towards the door, you see Ken's head pop around the door.
We are good. Let's go.
Okay,
And
I
class
meet
with
you
my brother.
downstairs.
No. We'll go together.
It's Tristan kind of looks at Ken as you're going out, as he kind of sees his head pop around the door, and then looks at you, and he's like, and then you exit and go and rejoin Cord and leave the hospital. As you're making your way back to Limelight, we'll go back to the other 2 guys. So, Karis, you found Sam pretending to drink a glass of whiskey, bourbon. What's your poison?
Oh, I think you would have probably taken the cheapest one available.
Okay.
So,
So Mad Dog 2020
whatever
box wine. The
Oh,
classy stuff.
there's no need for that, man. There's no need to lower the tone.
whatever they
Wild turkey, you know,
Hey, wild turkey,
Kentucky bourbon, you know.
wild turkey gets the job done.
But yeah, so you're sitting there. Karis comes over to you. He's obviously done
Yeah,
his deed.
basically come over and tell him, all right, Lou's gonna get in touch with the Blood Shroud. She'll have an answer within the next day or two. We don't really have anything much else to do here, but I want to check out the door because she did tell me that a couple of bozos tried to break in last night through the front before the club was actually opened. Not sure what I'm looking for, but you know, one of those things of I'll see it when I find it. To see if there's maybe any like claw marks or anything weird about the door. Anything that might look like one of us, quote unquote, may have tried to break in as opposed to just a regular drunk or homeless dude.
Those two sets of eyes are worth more than one set.
So did you see anything while you've been sitting down here?
No, it looks just that little group of people over there, and they're just kind of they've been fairly quiet, just hanging out. I think, you know, seems to be probably just a small group of friends that are just glad to see each other alive after the other day.
Okay, now is this storyteller is because I kept cutting out and I apologize. Was this a group that you specifically described to Sam, or just a
No.
random? Okay, because
If you look across at them, you recognize a few of them. They're regulars.
Okay, because what I was going to ask you was if I look at them and remember what I had told you about when we were at the last club and I used the water bottle to hide the fact that my temperature was cold, like to see if anybody's actually drinking, where the amounts actually are disappearing or not, you know, like, or pretending to drink, or if there are no drinks and they're just sitting there looking around.
You can certainly, have a go. So yeah, give us perception plus, is that going to be alertness?
Max, you did say they were specifically all together, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a group of about 7 of them. Most of the others are just like other people. You notice that nobody really up for like dancing or anything tonight. Most of the people that are here are just quietly drinking, chatting, catching up with old friends, that kind of thing.
So altogether, I have 7 dice. Now, what's the difficulty?
Obviously, you are in a club. The lights are going, so I'm going to make it difficulty 7.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got 4, and 1s cancel out the successes, right?
They do.
Okay, so that's shit. That's shit. I have 2 successes.
As far as you can see, yeah, everybody is drinking. A few people are smoking.
Okay. I was smoking too, and actually exhaling. Okay. All right. So I don't get any kind of weird vibe that there might be some creatures of the night in here.
Doesn't appear to be at the moment.
I wish I could those.
Oh, what, the smoking?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I am going to, Sam, I'm going to ask you for a self-control roll. You're not going to frenzy, but obviously you do have an addiction.
Oh, he's addicted to nicotine. We got to get him some Skull Bandits or like some patches or some shit.
What's my difficulty?
Let's have a look. I mean, we'll make it standard 6. You just need 1 success.
I got 2 successes.
Yeah, you could really go for some of that sweet, sweet smoky blood right now, but you can keep a lid on it as the 2 of you head to have a look at the door.
Yeah, pretty much like I was describing to Sam. What I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but if I'm looking at the door and it looks like, you know, the hinges were maybe bent a little too much, or the locks, or anything out of the ordinary that would kind of trigger my mind to say maybe a regular homeless person or even a drunk wouldn't necessarily have the juice to be able to get this to the door. So they might, like if cracks around the frame as opposed to the door itself, like that it maybe enough force was used that could have potentially knocked the door.
But I mean,
open.
yeah. I mean,
So the bouncers know you, so they know that you're going to come up and have a look at it. They don't say anything. Give us. It will be on this one. It's going to be intelligence plus investigation.
Okay.
And Sam, you were going to say?
Oh, I was going to say, because he was relaying to me what to help him look for, and I was going to say this is New York, though. Most of these buildings are busted up. In some
This
way.
place is, is pretty. Again, yeah, it is an old building, but it's been kept in pretty good nick. It is.
And it used to be a church, so
Yeah.
It's got church doors. It doesn't have like the little wussy office building, apartment building doors. It used to have anyway, like a set of like old school thick oak doors, because it was a church at one point. It's got pretty solid doors on the front.
Can I assist him on his roll or anything somehow?
You don't have anything like investigation, do you? So
alertness, streetwise. Alertness, maybe. Security, no.
Oh, security. Yeah, I suppose you could have a look with security. Yeah. So give us an intelligence plus security roll. Same as for Chris. Difficulty 6. And if you, you only need one success, you can add an extra success to his roll.
All right, so
intelligence plus security.
Okay, so I got 4 successes. One of them was a 10, so I don't know if that matters, because I have 3 dots in both intelligence and investigation.
I got 3.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because you need to have 4 for specialization for.
Okay. So there's just a regular success. Okay.
I got 3. Fantastic. It looks like there's a couple of scuff marks on that you can see what look like boot marks. That seem to be the point of impact, and there was a reasonable amount of force. Not you don't think it's force that is beyond the range of human capabilities, but what you can see and make out of the boot marks themselves, whoever did this had quite small feet.
Oh, interesting.
It was Andrew. You know what they say about small feet. Man.
At which point, that seems to be the perfect moment for the minivan to pull up as the 2 of you are looking around. But that's about all you can gather. Yeah, and there is a slight, when you check the hinges, there's not enough to stop the doors from closing, but yeah, there is a little bit of damage in there as well.
Okay, so I guess that's pretty much what we're going to get from here until at least tomorrow or next day. Are the Taint and Cho team in the minivan already, or is it just Cord?
Oh no, they are all there. Have either of you taken the opportunity to grab shotgun?
I'll grab it.
Nope.
And obviously, when you get back to the vehicle,
the help sits in the front unless they're driving.
The baddest motherfucker.
And the help gets to control the radio. So I turn on like metal station, which back in that time, I probably really wasn't any. The best you could get was maybe Z100, but that was like pop music.
Q104.3.
Okay, all right, that's true.
Sam,
that's before they changed. Actually, you know what?
To classic rock, yeah.
I'm gonna change it to 106.3 because that was the alternative channel.
Fantastic. Yeah, just there is
before they went to a free station, which is god awful now. But
Sam approved the metal.
How did Andrew? How did you make out with your brother?
Perfectly fine, thank you, sir.
Good.
How did we
Good.
make out here?
I gave the information to my contact. She's just gonna have get back to us in about 2 days. I'll have to come back and get it from her. But she's gonna reach out to the Blood Shroud, the singer, and see about having a meet up with us. Basically posing as a management company, which might be a good idea for you to at least pretend to be interested in maybe publishing an album for him or signing them. That might be something to think about if we need to have a cover story. Since
I
you got
was
the bucks.
thinking of purchasing. I do have 2 nightclubs myself.
Okay.
One
cool.
is called Purgatory. One is called Masquerade.
Okay,
They're
that's
local as
perfect.
well. Sorry, I don't need any doormen.
Well, I'm not a bouncer, but I could definitely help
No
hook
one was
up your
talking to you.
surveillance cameras. I know, but I can definitely help hook up security cameras if you need it.
We have the best of everything. But yes, by all means, we can offer them opportunities to play there.
Okay.
Maybe, in fact, it would be better if if the group was to actually come to one of my nightclubs. We would have home field advantage.
I like it. But either way, we got to wait at least 2 days for her to get me the information. What do you guys want to do in the meantime? Do you want to check out the Keymaster lead, or what was the third one?
So we'll say this conversation that you've been having here is what's going on while you're driving back towards the Bronx. Obviously, the one thing I didn't get a chance to say was when the 2 of you get back to the car, miraculously Maya is there with you as well, and just gets in with you. As you mentioned that, Karis, Cord says, "Yeah, that's kind of where I thought we were going. We're got to meet."
Yeah, there was only the 3 options: the 2 different clubs and the Keymaster.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So,
I
what are
gotcha.
we supposed to achieve with the Keymaster again?
Well, the Cord's like Franklin is a Nosferatu. Yeah, Nosferatu trade in information. If anybody knows where these Sabat may have gone to ground, chances are Franklin will know. And it's a
Maya,
good
how well
opportunity.
do you know this? What's his name?
Franklin,
Frank. I thought it was Frank. How well do you know this Franklin?
she visibly starts trembling.
Like that? Hmm? Would you care to wait in the car?
You won't find him without me.
Will you be all right?
I'll be
Stay
Cord says,
close to us.
Cord says, don't worry, I'll be coming with you. We need to meet Carter at Van Cortlandt Park. I don't know what for. He just said he needs to speak to us. But here we are, conveniently. Yeah, so you pull up outside Van Cortlandt Park. You are at the south of the park. There is a parking lot there. Ahead of you is a set of gates. You can see a number of people. Sam, you would recognize them from what they're wearing. They appear to be members of a gang known as the Van Cortlandt Rangers, which I have lifted 100% from the Warriors. And as you pull up into the parking lot, you also see Carter just getting out of a pretty sleek-looking burgundy Jaguar. And he pulls up the minivan next to the car, and you can all pile out. Gentlemen, how are you finding your first night amongst
says
the
this?
damned? Carter.
Which one is Carter?
Carter is your mentor.
Oh, okay. We're at the mentor. I thought we were at the Keymaster. Okay.
No, you are going to meet the Keymaster, but to meet him, you first of all, well, the place that they take you to is Van Cortlandt Park, is where you'll be starting your journey to go and meet him.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So far, so good.
He looks at the rest of you. Is everything all right?
Everything's been great.
Hmm.
And without trying not to let Carter know, I want to glance over at Andrew and make sure he knows that I ain't snitching on him.
I passed the information about our band, our mystery band, to my contact. She should have the information in a couple of days for a possible meetup, face to face.
Fantastic.
Oh, out of character real quick, since my character is unaware of how to feed his nicotine addiction, I do want to bring that so back in character. Hey Carter.
Hmm.
I have a little question for you. See, I used to really love to smoke a cigarette, and I find myself still really wanting to smoke a cigarette, and I tried, and it didn't work. But I really need a cigarette.
I understand that if you feed from somebody who has recently smoked, you should be able to get something of the sensation from their blood.
So I need nicotine-laced blood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thank you.
Brilliant. And no problems with upholding the traditions, I take it.
None at all.
Nervous, scratching my neck or put my hand behind my head. I may.
I cut him off. I cut him off with my arm around his shoulder and go and say, "No, we actually did just fine. What did you want to talk to us about, boss?"
What happened?
I stepped forward mentally, that presence type thing. I went to see my brother.
I understand. And how is he?
He's not great, but he is well. There was nothing said. There was nothing entertained. But I did have to go and see him. I believe he should be able to be checked out tonight. That alleviates my concerns, and I can keep my head more in the game.
Good. I'm glad. Okay. And Ken, you were going to say something.
I'm taking the cue from Karis and from Andrew that so I guess, and I was Andrew's chaperone.
We decided
well.
that one of us going by ourselves was not a grand idea. Everyone was covered.
Absolutely. I'm glad to hear it. I understand you are on your way to meet with Franklin.
Is there anything that, since our understanding is he's an information broker,
mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you can think of that he might? Obviously, this is going to be a trade.
Yes.
But what level? I guess what value of information are we allowed to give him in exchange for what we need, and what are we actually trying to get from him?
Anything that he knows about where these Sabbat may be hiding out would be the most important information we can gain.
Okay.
Anything else that he can tell you, anything else that you can find out for your own benefit, then please feel free. As I think I did mention to most of you, a lot of what happens in our society is a matter of favors, or as we refer to them, boons. Obviously, boons have different levels of importance, So just be careful what you tell him. Be careful what you promise him. Mr. Cho will be joining you later. He and I have something that we need to deal with. But if the rest of you go with Cord and Maya, then I will send him along to catch you up.
Give Ken a slap on the back. Good luck, kiddo.
May good
I know
fortune find you as well.
So, as the other two leave, and Ken kind of probably looks around a little, I say, "The heck is this guy's name again? Why can I never remember his freaking name? I can't remember anybody's name. Carter.
Mhm.
I can't remember Carter. Carter Hall. Say, Carter. There are many men who fear me. I'm sure you're not even remotely close to one of them. And that if I had any brains in my head, I would fear you. So I'm only going to ask this one time out of respect for you. Is it actually okay that I went to see my brother?
It may have been better to have waited a few days, but I have a brother myself, so I understand the need to be connected with your family.
I thank you for this minor boon. And I'm going to turn and leave.
Nice. Very nice.
I go back and I
Cool.
say to the guys, yeah, they're going to he's going to have a talk with Ken about how he bites people.
In my opinion, is no need to tell him until there's something to tell.
So you watch as you have this discussion, you see Carter and Ken wander off, and Cord goes to the boot, pulls out a long bag, a bit like this, kind of a big bag, a bit like this, which he throws on his back. You head towards the entrance, I'm assuming, and it looks like there's a minute where this group of guys that are hanging around by the entrance look like they're going to stop you, but then you see one of them that's among them, one of the guys that's there, certainly Sam and Karis, you're pretty sure he was one of the guys that was in the cemetery last night with the gangrel chick that pulled you off of Weasel Teeth. You think you saw this guy with her.
It's not David, is it? The scourge of.
It's not David.
Okay.
No, but he's hanging
See,
out with these guys.
I wrote down a lot of people's names for the night.
Yeah, no, he clocks you. He clocks Carter and Cord. One of the other guys looks like he's going to say something, and he's just like, no, they're good. And as you go into the park, you go off in separate directions. I can't remember. Let me just check if I did grab some maps and stuff, but I don't know if I downloaded them yet. No, I didn't. So I'll have to go from memory. I can't show you. But you're in Van Cortlandt Park, so you're in upper Bronx. To the east of you is actually not far from where your house is, Andrew, over in Spute and Dyville. To the west of you, the park borders onto Woodlawn Cemetery, obviously where you were embraced last night. You're heading north. You can see Carter and Ken ahead of you, and after a few hundred yards, they split off to the left, and you keep heading. The rest of you keep heading straight up. The park is dark. There's obviously street lights on. It's quiet. You think you hear a few people moving around out there, but again, it's a park out at night with everything else that's been happening. It's a bit.
I turn to Karis.
Oh, Well, the only problem with that is if I turn them on, it looks like flashlights almost. So it's not subtle.
You're walking you're making your way through the park for about 10 minutes, and eventually you come to. I'm gonna put a thing in here.
Although here's a question, Judge.
Mm-hmm.
If let's say I'm wearing sunglasses, right? Will that affect the glare from the glowing eyes a little bit? But still not interfere enough with me to not be able to see.
You'd still be able to see it, but people would see that there is a glow coming from behind your glasses.
Okay. I have to figure. Well, we'll have to figure out.
Get those old people glasses.
Oh, the mono visor things.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I've just put a thing in there. This is the structure that you come to. Allow Clark to do his thing. And
oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks almost like the castle in Central Park.
I found it out. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if it is in Van Cortlandt Park, but it is now. That's what it looks like. If it's not, there's one like it in there is now. There's just one light, which is obviously just slightly flickering. You see Cord produces a key and unlocks it, and you go inside. You are in a gatehouse, which leads to part of the underground portion of the old Croton Aqueduct. There's a set of metal stairs leading down. Cord stops for a minute as you get inside, you get the door closed, takes his bag off, pulls out some flashlights, gives each of you a flashlight, and then opens the bag up and say, right, who wants what? In the bag, there are a selection of handguns. There is a few knives. And on one side of it, you see a small kind of holder, which has what appears to be 5 wooden stakes in it.
I'll take one of the stakes.
So will I.
I'll also take a handgun.
Okay.
Revolver,
there's
please.
a revolver. Okay.
And is this like one of those dinky, cheap plastic dollar store flashlights, or like a mag light, or somewhere in between?
These guys are pretty well off. It's probably going to be a mag light.
Oh, nice club, blunt object.
Mm-hmm.
So one of these.
Hey. So I'll put the small pocket torch I already had away, and I'll grab one of the mag lights, and just put it in my belt, my utility belt.
Is your utility belt yellow?
I was going to say, I'm going to put it right next to the shark repellent spray.
There you go.
Yeah, looking for a revolver.
I can run with the bomb across the pier.
There is there's a 38 special, or there is you might want that one. There is a Colt Python in there.
Oh wow, that's a big.
I was going to say, just thematically, you got to take that because it's a python.
The hand.
Oh, holy crap! Yeah, because it's a snake.
Yeah.
I'm honor bound. I got to take the python.
Fantastic.
It says AT right on it. It's monogrammed already. It says AT.
Mother of pearl handle.
Yeah.
Gaudiest thing ever.
Okay, so under your weapons on your sheet, you can put down that it's a difficulty 6 weapon.
Yeah, I didn't take any firearms.
Damage is 5 dice. Rate is 2.
Okay.
It carries obviously 6 and a clip.
No clip. But yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
here's a revolver.
Revolver, yeah. What's the range?
Range, it says, is 30, and I kind of always forget with this game because sometimes they do things in feet, sometimes they do things in yards, but it just says 30.
This would
Uh,
make, this says feet.
it doesn't say. It just says range
Okay.
30.
It would probably be 30 meters for effective range, or 30 yards, whatever. Is there
Yeah.
a conceal ability?
Yeah, jacket.
It's so conceal is jacket.
Yeah. Yeah, so you need to be wearing some kind of jacket to conceal it effectively.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay.
Yeah. And there's a couple of already filled speed loaders as well that you can take for reloads.
Okay.
Anybody else? What does anybody else want?
I want a knife.
A knife? Okay. There's a fighting knife.
You mean like a K-bar? Combat knife?
Yep.
Sweet.
Knives are so these are difficulty 4. They do strength +1 damage, and the +1 is automatic. So it's not +1 dice, it's just you roll the dice when you hit, and then you add 1 level to it. Karis.
So what would you consider, I guess, the damage on the mag light?
Mag
as like a
lights,
club.
if you're using it as a club, they tend to.
So
They're pretty heavy. I'd probably say they're going to be strength +2. And again, those would be difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4. So that's what we need to get in order to be with melee, in order to hit with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
And
what
then
about
obviously.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. No, so stuff like rate clip and things like that don't count. They don't really list anything for conceal on those because they're, it's a torch.
It's a flashlight. Yeah.
Exactly. But
What
as I said, there are some other guns in the bag if you wanted to take a gun.
What about the stake?
Stakes do their strength.
Aggro or no?
They don't do aggravated damage. No.
Okay.
No.
is there a Glock there?
Sorry?
Is there a Glock 17 in there?
There is. Would you like a Glock 17?
Sure. Is it the same as the book here?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I've got it in from the. Oh no. I'll give you the stats because I'm going from the stats and the player's guide. That might be slightly different.
Okay.
So difficulty 7.
Yeah.
Damage is 4.
Yep.
Rate is 4. Takes a clip of 17.
+1.
That's 17 with the +1.
1 in the chamber, and then 17 in the mag.
Well, if you have one, then we will defer to that. Has a range of 20, and again, concealment is jacket.
All right.
Okay, back to my stake.
Yes, stakes.
Bust this book out because I know for a fact I can conceal it under a T-shirt. I've been doing it all week.
He's like, I put it in my jail purse.
No,
oh, dude, there's no need. Let's leave the jail purses where they belong.
I put it in waistband, then T-shirt over it.
No, my prison purse, not my jail purse. My prison purse.
Oh, suitcase.
Hold on.
My suitcase.
I will have to double check that one. I think it's strength +2. I can't remember the
what the difficulty is.
Yeah, the difficulty on it. I think there are difficulty 5 for a stake. We'll go with that for now. I will double check it before next session.
But it does immobilize vampires, right?
Yes, as you're all helping yourself to stake, Cord does very briefly explain to you that, yeah, this won't kill you, but it will immobilize you.
He doesn't have any like Kevlar vests or anything in his bag. It's just weapons.
Just weapons.
Okay.
Once you're all tooled up and torched up, You descend. There's like a spiral staircase around, like kind of like the shape of the building, that takes you down. For Andrew, this might feel like familiar territory as you find yourself underground again, but you're not in a sewer, at
Clark's
least.
not mapping.
And unfortunately, Clark's not there with you at the moment. That's what you see below you.
I say,
Obviously, again,
is there any other way out of here that you know of?
from here, no. Further down there,
In the direction we're going?
yeah. Obviously, as I say,
Give
it's
me
World of Darkness, so it's a bit grimier. Not all of those lights are on. Sorry, carry on, Andrew.
Just give me a tap when we come near one.
Okay. And she leads the way as you follow her down along the gangway. Meanwhile, in the park itself, Ken, you're walking with Carter. You are on the old Pullman Trail, which is again part of the old aqueduct when it was above ground. And you come to the remnants of an awning. It's in amongst some trees, slight clearing. It's literally just a metal framework about 10 feet long. The top of it, again, it's just the metal frame of it. It's about 12 feet high. You're out in the middle of the park. It's quiet. There's just the two of you here, as far as you can see. There's a street lamp in the distance, just barely illuminating you.
I guess this is going to be very serious.
Yes. Verbrook is, let's just say he doesn't possess a lot of the social graces that you or I might do. But this is what you wanted, and it is the right thing to do, I believe. Have you thought about what you're going to say to him?
No, I've had many things on my mind. I'm sorry to say I have not prepared for this moment. What would you suggest?
Tell him the truth.
Absolutely. Better to not be caught in a lie.
Exactly. If you wish to make this right, if you wish to appear sincere, then I would suggest that you let him decide what can atone for your actions or your inaction. But obviously make it clear that you are leaving the decision to him and that you are prepared to abide by whatever he decides.
All right. I am ready.
And you're sure there's nothing else you wish to tell me?
Seeing how this might be possibly the last thing I ever say, Verbrook is not satiated with an apology and possible attempt at amends. I went with the others to that nightclub. We suspected the Sabbat had visited, and when I thought I was had a private moment with one of the exotic dancers, I tried to do the
You try to
yes.
drink your fill. Yes.
Yes. It did not go well. It caused her great pain, and it caused a great commotion. I licked. It did close, but and so as far as we know, no one has any idea. I did what was no one was aware of what I was doing actually, but I
The masquerade was preserved. That's the most important thing. I have never heard of this before. I will need to ask a couple of people. I think for the time being, though, it may be best if we kept your feeding limited to the bags of vitae that we have at the war room. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for being honest. As he's saying this, there's the sound of beating wings, and you saw the picture last time. Obviously, you haven't met him yet, but yes, this just over 7 foot tall gargoyle essentially lands surprisingly softly on the ground close by.
okay.
He lands, he straightens himself up, folds his wings behind him, kind of looks at the two of you first before saying anything, and then steps forward. I have come.
And I will give him the respectful bow and hello. I am Kencho. I am responsible. I am told I failed to act, and by my cowardice, a member of your family is now perished. Please, no. I am willing to do whatever it takes to preserve the peace, to make amends for this, and that I give you my condolences.
So, the first thing that he does is he just and his arm flashes out, smashes into the side of this big metal awning, and just the one side of it just buckles in, and the whole thing kind of just sags. And then the next thing he does is he reaches out and grabs hold of you and picks you up by the throat. I'm assuming you're not trying to resist it, and brings you up to his eye level. My child is destroyed because of you!
I own it, and I will spend the rest of my life bearing that burden until you feel I have made up sufficiently.
You can feel as he's gripping you, just doesn't cause you any damage, but you can feel these razor sharp claws just peeking into the back of your neck as he's gripping you again. He's got you in a solid hold. You're not taking any damage or anything, but you are several feet off the ground at the moment. You saw the one who did this.
I didn't, right? Because I was hiding behind a tree. I just heard.
You were hiding behind a tree, but you did see. I do remember describing
Was
that
it
you
Larry?
did see. Yes.
I do believe I know the face. And may I try to make my face look like Lariat's face to show him?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you can give it a go.
All right.
So that's going to be Mask of 1,000 Faces. You're trying to look like somebody specific, so difficulty 7, and you are looking for 5, 6, 5, 4, we'll go for 4 again. Again, obviously, if you need to, you can do it as an extended action.
What about the? All right, so I know willpower turns into a success, but do I have to declare that before I do rolls, or can I
Yes.
see my roll results? No, I have to
You should really declare it before. Obviously, in the moment, I may go, yeah, okay, but under normal circumstances, you would declare it before you roll.
All right. I feel like this is pretty important, so I'm gonna go ahead and use 2.5. So, all right, I'm gonna use 2 willpower to make 2 successes.
So you can only use one power point per roll per round. So you can use a point. So you can use a point of willpower this round, and then if you need to make any rolls on the next round, as it were, you can do it then.
All right. Well, all right. So 1 minus 1 willpower. Now I'm going to roll. Got a 7 and a 2, so that's 2 successes because of the willpower one. I've got a 10 and an 8, so that's 2 more.
That's enough. But obviously, you need to make the whole roll just in case you get any ones.
Yeah. I have a 5 and a 3, so that's still
4. That's enough. So your features blur and twist, and as far as you can see the face of Laureate. If you want to make this right, you find this man. You bring him to me. Anyone else destroys him, you will take his place.
Of course, I agree to your terms. You have my word bond.
A pact is made. And he lowers you down. As he lowers you down, as he's putting you down on the ground, so I don't need you to make any kind of roll for this because you're close enough to see. As he's lowering you down, as he's putting you down, you notice he has a thin, it looks like the chain for a necklace with a St. Christopher around his wrist. As he puts you down and takes his hand away, the St. Christopher brushes against your cheek, and just for a second, it's like a cold burn across your cheek. He doesn't seem to notice it. You're the only one who does. He then turns, he nods to Carter, and flies away.
So it made me feel painfully cold, you're saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
so now I know. Don't mess with relics or icons. Okay.
In the aftermath of this, as he's gone, you can kind of like feel your neck or whatever. Carter goes, right, come on, I'll take you to where the other guys are going, and then you'll have to go and play catch up. I have other things that require my attention.
Have you ever come across the one they call Lydiot?
I don't know any of these so bad. That's why I'm entrusting this to you. You know who they are. You've seen them. You're the best people to find them.
Okay.
As you're turning to leave, where this big metal awning is, as I said, it's all kind of slightly bent and deformed now where he hit it. But on the upper level, there's just the racks there. You see the outline of a figure hunched, like squatting, perched, if you like, on there. The head kind of turns slightly towards you, and then you see the head slip off the shoulders and just flop onto the floor below.
All right, I'll investigate.
As soon as it happens, give me a courage roll.
Sure.
There is something unnatural about it. Carter does not seem to have seen it.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. There's a 1 and a 6. What's my target?
For this, we're going to go standard 6.
Okay, so that cancels each other. Got 2 4s. Got a 1 and a 5. So was that a botch? Because I didn't have a single success.
Okay, so yes, you are. There is something unnatural about this. You are scared. How would you react to that? You are afraid.
We got loose leaves or things that I could slip on and fall.
No, it's early autumn, so no, not yet. September.
Okay. All right. Then
You run away. Are you catatonic? How do you think Ken would react to something that's clearly unnatural, even for you?
yeah, I guess run away because I'm the freeze type of person. So I'm trying to think.
So you just you split, yeah?
Yeah. So he Ken runs.
Carter's like, "Where are you going?" and follows after you. Meanwhile, underground. Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. You follow this corridor for a few minutes, at which point Bella says, "Stop." She goes to the right-hand side of the corridor and climbs over the railings and starts pushing at some of the bricks that are there. This part that you've got to, it gets pretty manky very quickly, and she's sort of pushing some like this mud and stuff aside, and kind of pushes a section of the wall in and pushes it open, and you can see basically like a tunnel that you're going to have to crawl through. And she starts at this point, she's kind of in her element. You're underground. You're in effectively tunnels underground, and she starts going and then leaps through and starts scrabbling her way through. Who wants to go through first? Okay, so do you have? Yes, of course you've got athletics. Just dex and athletics. Just don't botch, and you can fit through here.
Well, I've got some more dice to roll, which means more likelihood to botch. Okay, so 4 total.
Well, what is your dice pool?
What do you mean, my dice pool?
So when you add up your athletics and your
3
dex, what
dex,
do you
1
have?
athletics.
Yeah, so you will need to roll. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And I need to get. Oh, just don't botch.
Just don't botch. So difficulty 6.
Oh, okay. Well, then I passed 2, but I did botch 1.
Okay, no, it's only a botch if you get more ones than you get successes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You think you should be able to do this easy. There's a couple of places where you might get snagged on stuff in this thing. It's not terribly clean, but it's kind of part of the course, it seems, with being a vampire. You start making your way through this passage. It extends a couple of 100 feet, and on the other side, you come out into a shaft that goes straight up, and there's a ladder that goes down, and you drop into another corridor similar to this one, but just a lot dirtier, a lot older. Excuse me. In fact, I have a picture of it.
I do believe they've forgotten to send the help here to clean up.
Are me and Sam making the same roll? Just
you are, athletics? Yes. Okay. Obviously, Sam, you're pretty big, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so for you, same difficulty. I'm gonna need at least 2 successes to not get stuck.
What am I rolling?
So you're rolling athletics plus dex. If you don't have athletics, then it'll be just your dex.
I got 1 success.
That's enough. You shimmy your way through. While you're having a look for that, let me just make a roll.
What's the difficulty again?
6.
I got 2 successes.
Fantastic. So yeah, it's a bit of a squeeze, but you make it through and you drop in. And as I said, I've just put a picture of where you find yourself in the Discord.
Clark, can you show me a picture again? It didn't register until you said that. Oh, okay. All right, I get it now.
Now we're getting closer to my familiar territory in the subway underground.
Hello. Goodbye. Fair enough. Yeah, as I said again, it's filthy, it's dirty. At this point, you do need your flashlights. And if you don't know where Ken is, he's obviously still busy with stuff. This takes you, again, you're walking for another few minutes, and you come out into an open area underground. As you're getting closer to it, you think you can hear voices up ahead, and there is a flickering of light as well. Maya, again, is in her normal guise. And what you do is you open out into an open area underground. There's a number of makeshift corrugated iron, pallet board looking shacks down here. You can see people moving around. There's a number of old barrels that have been turned into fires, obviously, for which I'm going to need a courage roll from everybody in a second. But yeah, this seems to be, I'm sorry, but yeah, you are vampires. It's instinctive.
What's the difficulty?
This one's not too difficult. I mean, obviously the fire is contained, so it'll be a difficulty 4.
And how do I make the courage roll?
It's
my
just your courage dice. Yeah.
I got 4 successes. 3 of those are
Yeah,
4s.
you're good.
Yeah, 3 successes.
Cool. So you all feel comfortable enough as long as you stay away. But yeah, you seem to be in an underground homeless shelter.
Chicago.
A few people look at you. A couple of people seem to recognize Maya, and they just go like, "Oh." There's possibly even a couple of people that you recognize, Karis, from the homeless community are down here. What would you like to do?
Let's look around for this bloke.
Yeah, I
Also,
asked Cord, I was like,
I just want to take a look real quick and see a general idea of what exactly, is there anything special going on here? Homeless people? Gotcha. Anything cool happening? Something that would catch my eye.
like something like transactional, possibly?
Exactly.
Or...
Looking for that.
Bum fights.
Oh, shit.
What is it?
Kumite.
Bum fights.
Oh,
No,
I'd be all over that.
Any while Andrew's doing a look around, I'm gonna talk to Cord and say, do we know what this Franklin guy looks like, or anybody that might speak for him? It's just so we have an idea of who to look out for. Out of the
we should find somebody. We should find somebody here. Yes. So, Andrew, give us. Let's have a look. You haven't got anything. No, you haven't got anything in larceny, but streetwise would do. Perception and streetwise, please.
Perception and streetwise. You gotta tell me what I gotta pass.
Oh yeah. Sorry, unless I say otherwise, it's a difficulty 6. 6
Okay.
is standard difficulty.
Okay, good to know. Okay, I have 2 successes then.
Brilliant. Takes you a couple of minutes, but you do notice one of these shacks towards the back. Every so often you see people kind of going in and then coming out. Some of them are kind of just rubbing their necks. Other ones just kind of wiping their mouths. But all of them will have something under their arm. It might be a loaf of bread, a piece of meat, or something. But yeah, there's definitely something happening over there.
Interesting. Okay, very interesting.
As I said, the guys that so most of the homeless people, they kind of give you a wide berth. Karis, as I said, there is a couple of people that you recognise from the homeless community who do look up and see you. They look a bit surprised to see you here, but they don't, there's a sense of camaraderie. They just kind of nod in your direction as you're
I'll give
walking
them the
through.
nod of acknowledgement back, with the ones that I do actually recognize.
At the far end of this area, you can see there's a couple of guys sitting by what looks like a ladder that goes further down. And they kind of look up as you get closer. One of them stands up, kind of. They've got a couple of very mangy looking dogs with them that seem. They don't react as you get closer, let's put it that way. Can I help you? You look like
Okay.
you're a bit lost.
I'm going to look towards Karis. He's apparently leading. Sorry, Tanis, half elven. It's all
Damn
you,
it.
bud.
I'm gonna use my animal ken ability and kneel down to try to pet one of the dogs.
Okay.
While he's rolling, I say, "Do your chupacabra bite?"
Okay, good. I got a 1 success. I'm not doing anything fancy with it, just kind of like doing the open palms so the dog realizes I'm not a threat to it. And
It takes a sniff and then just looks up at you.
I'll
In response to what Andrew just said, this guy just kind of half under his breath, clearly half to the other guy with him, goes, "Only if you're a Toreador."
Oh.
What you
and
want?
then I'll scratch behind the dog's ear. It's like we were told that we could find Franklin in these parts.
From around you, a few people stop what they're doing, glance in your direction, and again, this is just from like the mortals that are around you. A few people move a little bit further away from your group. Oh,
We're separating the wheat from the chaff.
And as I'm still kneeling down, let me see here. I'll use, I guess, my subterfuge. Or, yeah, because I don't think there's an intimidation. Is there?
Yes.
No, I don't need point.
yeah, there is
You don't
intimidation.
Under
Yeah, but I don't,
expression. Okay.
yeah, I don't have any points in it though, so I'll just try to use the subterfuge. And I'll go,
What are you trying to do?
Basically, I'll say as I'm kneeling down, kind of nonchalantly, it'd be like, and it's also our understanding that if we have information for him, he's not the type of bloke to want to wait for it.
All right. Wait here a moment. I'll see what he says.
And I'll keep playing with the dog.
You see him take a live rat out of his pocket, whispers in its ear,
Nice.
drops it on the floor, and it scuttles off into the darkness.
I actually say that as he does it. I'll be like, nice.
He kind of looks at you. He's not used to hearing people say that. So make
I kind
yourselves
of nudge Karis with my knee and I say, "You know, those things have fleas, and fleas drink blood."
I'll whisper back to him, yeah, so do I.
Vampire
on both
fleas.
Parts. Yeah, on both parts.
Like
gonna
vampire
drool a
fleas,
load of
dude.
fleas.
Right? Like this is like a big old Cloverfield thing.
Fleas are the
wait a minute.
potence of one. That's the difference.
Oh, shit.
Different.
It's like a riddle wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in an egg roll. I don't know.
Egg roll. You walking fortune cookie, shut up. Ken's like, me?
Sam, what are you doing on all of this? Obviously, you just following, watching, checking out around you, or what's the deal?
Yeah, it's one of those.
You like close protection?
Yeah, we'll say he's walking behind security, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a
So-
hammer.
This one, sorry guys, and out of character. It's not Sam.
I know. It's all right. Okay, very quickly, I'm going to go back topside. Ken, you rushed off into the night across the park. You've been running for maybe 10, 15 seconds when up ahead of you, somebody appears who you've not met before. A couple of guys have met before. Kind of appears from out of some bushes off to the right of you, but this woman kind of comes up in front of you and like, slow down, mister. You seem to be in something of a hurry there.
Well, I guess I wouldn't be out of breath because I don't have breath. There was terrible and unspeakable thing on top of that awning. Very frightening.
As you're saying this, Carter catches up to you. Again, obviously not out of breath. What the hell's going on? You all right?
I don't know how to explain it. There are different times. Phantasms appear before my eyes. No one seems to see them, but they terrified me. It's a
The woman
on that awning.
Ghosts? Oh, shut up.
So it's okay for vampires and gargoyles. Those things do exist, but you don't believe in ghosts.
Look, yeah, vampires is one thing. Werewolves, that's another thing. Ghosts, come on, be real.
I swear to you, as you are there, I saw the thing.
This one's defective, Carter. You should probably send it back to the shop. Jezebel, it's all right. It's all right. You're still getting used to this. We will talk about this when we get an opportunity. Jezebel is a friend. She will make sure that you get back to the others. Where are they going? They've gone to see Franklin. You sent them to see Franklin? Everybody has to eventually. Okay. Follow me. And you can follow her down.
Hey,
We will say this has been going on obviously while these guys have been traveling. So I'm going to go back to these. Sorry, do you want to say something before I go back to these guys?
Well, as we were walking, I wanted to ask her what are her superpowers. Have a conversation about things that she can do.
A lot more than you. Come on. That's all she says. As I said, the thing that I can't, because I couldn't get it on the image when I did it, the thing you do notice about her is some of her features are very animalistic. Her nose is flat and broad like a rodent's. Her body is quite lithe. It's almost like as she's moving, her body is almost like stretching as she moves slightly. There's a lot of elements to her body that reminds you of like a ferret or a weasel.
Okay.
There's like tufts of hair across the back of her hands and things.
Then
Tufts of fur, should I say?
Right. So then I want to use this opportunity, since you said weasel. I want to look like Pauly Shore. You don't remember Pauly Shore from the 90s? He used to do that weasel. Yeah.
I don't know, but obviously you
Bill
can.
gets
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. Please have a go. See what happens.
Fine. I'm gonna, because it nearly failed last time. I'll use another point of willpower.
Okay, so this is going to be either, depending on what you are trying to convey, you're either going to be using charisma or manipulation. I'll leave it up to you.
I'll go with manipulation. I believe that's higher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
3 and
Clark.
4.
I think only the 5 people in New Jersey knew who Partial was.
Oh, I will go and look it up later.
9 and a 10. That's pretty good.
Mhm.
And a 4 and a 3. So I've got 3 successes because I bought one with willpower.
Fantastic. 3 successes. Okay, so you do a passable impersonation of a weasel.
So this is like me trying to find some way to connect with this person. And weasel. You don't see son-in-law? Ain't see no man.
You're in the army now.
Yes. Very funny man.
If you don't want to be found in pieces in the morning, don't ever do that again.
Fair warning. If you kill me, Baruch may come for you because I serve him.
That would be an interesting fight. Come on. You follow the same way that these guys went. I will catch back up with you in a second. In fact, what we're going to do is I'm going to bring you all back together again. This has obviously been going on while these guys were traveling. We will speed you guys along because you are waiting for a while you're down with the homeless people. So if the rest of you want to do anything, because the next thing will happen will be when when Ken catches up with you. So you've got a little bit of time in this place here if you want to do anything. Obviously, Andrew, if you want to have a peek behind the curtain, it's up to you.
Franklin, the great and terrible, behind the curtain.
Sorry, I haven't had much of a chance.
Damn. Everybody's like,
No!
nope, I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I got nothing. I'm playing with the dog. I'm waiting. I'm still amazed by the rat trick.
In which case, then you are waiting for about 15-20 minutes, during which time
I was not paying that much attention. What were we asked? I apologize.
you are waiting here for some time while you're waiting for a response from, you assume, Franklin. In that time, Ken will arrive. So do any of you want to do anything while you've got this 20 minutes spare?
I see. Yes. I want to walk around. I want to see who appears to be a chain smoker of sorts.
There's an old guy sat by one of the fires. He's wearing a very faded, in places very threadbare. You can tell he's an ex-serviceman, obviously. He's making roll-ups. He nods at you. You got any change, mister?
Oh, yes. We can all use a little change. What would I need to roll to understand how valuable this person is here?
Ooh. Valuable to the group, you mean?
Valuable to whatever big guy, to the whatever this is.
I'd be saying you'd be looking at either subterfuge or streetwise with this guy.
I'll use them both.
Either or, whichever you prefer, but it'll be intelligence plus either streetwise or subterfuge to assess
Intelligence
where
and
he
streetwise.
ranks.
Yeah. 2 successes.
2 successes. He looks like well, obviously you'd guess he's an ex-serviceman, so he can probably handle himself. Where he's sitting in relation to everybody else, you think he's, for the most part, he's just another member of the crowd or of their group. But you can tell if push came to shove, he could probably step up and clock someone good. He knows how to handle himself.
Interesting. No change. I apologize. And he does have fleshy colored skin. He's human.
Yeah, he looks
Good.
mortal. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go walking back to the group.
And if nobody wants to do anything else, as you're sort of heading back, you see this chick appear. Oh, okay, Karis.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, while Andrew's doing that, he's doing kind of his scouting thing. Well, since I'm at a lower level and pretending to play with the dog, I'm gonna take the opportunity to look past where I guess the guards were standing in the direction of where the rat came from, and and see if I can make out anything. I'm gonna actually activate my eyes. Just kind of
just as you down, so nobody can see. Yeah, no worries at all.
So that I can see it beyond the tunnel, beyond into the darker, to see if there's anything kind of waiting back there.
As I say, you're at the far end of this open area underground. There is a metal ladder that drops down a good 15 feet, and then the tunnel carries on into the darkness. Directly across from you above is a massive metal door that seems to be fixed in place, but it looks like at one point they would lower it to shut off the flow of water through here. The corridor disappears off into the darkness as far as you can see.
So possibly, if I had to guess, they could possibly potentially flood this entire room if that door was shut.
It used to be, yeah. Obviously, the water has now been redirected. It now goes through the new aqueduct. But yeah, at one time, this place could be just filled with water.
Okay. I'll keep that for a mental note later, and then also kind of look around as I'm petting, just to keep an, maybe notice who seems to have weapons, who doesn't have weapons. Anybody that might have them out in the open. Anybody like doing the knife thing, if they got a butterfly knife because they're fidgeting, shit that people
that
like knives tend to do.
That was. We'll say there's a couple of guys doing that. Yeah. There's a couple of the younger members of the group seem to be doing that, but most of these people here are just homeless people looking for somewhere to lay their head.
Okay.
And obviously, you do know. So yeah, the two guys that are here, but with the dogs, they do have. One of them has leaned up against the side where he's sitting, has a spiked baseball bat. On the other side, the other guy does have a bit of a strange bulge under his coat.
Okay, cool. Sam, what are you doing?
Following.
He's like, I'm taking a steaming dump. all this stuff's going on.
At which point, as I said, Ken arrives with Jezebel, who she doesn't come all the way in. She's kind of like, just you see her nose kind of goes up a little bit. Not turning her nose up at it, but obviously you get the impression that the stink down here is getting right in the back of her nose. And she points you, Ken, in the direction where you can see your comrades. And as she turns to leave, she just goes, "It wasn't a bad impression. 3 out of 5." And disappears back down the corridor. So you can rejoin these guys, and this seems a perfect moment as well for this rat to come scurrying back up, jumping up the ladder, back up to the top, and leaps back into this guy's hand and eeks something into his ear.
Andrew, I know you don't need the money, but I bet you $5 you cannot even get that woman to smile with your charm. cold fish.
Interesting. I may take you on that wager.
Um,
Do you like to gamble, Ken?
What else is there to look forward to as an undead? You know? But no, just observing you. You have a way. But I feel like this would even be a challenge for your skill.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you. Let's see what I can do.
as you're discussing this, you do notice Maya kind of looks at you, Andrew, and then kind of as you're discussing this. At which point, so the guy that you had been talking to stands up and goes, "All right, yeah, Franklin, we'll see you down the ladder. Keep going."
I'm going to fall back a little bit. I'm going to tap Maya. I did that for Chris's. So I'm going to tap her a little bit, wink at her, and fall back a little bit so I could be walking close to Jacqueline. What's her name?
No, Jezebel doesn't. She only
Jezebel.
brought. Yeah, she brought Ken here and then left.
Oh,
You'll have to put that one on. You have to put that one on ice for another time.
fine.
But you have a challenge.
I was about to win it in the next 6 seconds. Okay.
Okay, so you descend the ladder. You keep going. You're going through some deeper corridors now, and sorry guys, just give me a second. These ones are a bit different to the last ones. There's a section that you come to. I don't need anybody to make any rolls, but that looks a bit like this. There's no gantry in the middle. There's just sloping down the sides with a trough in the middle that you can see it's probably still
Is that Leonardo?
just poking his head up. But this section, yeah, you're having to walk either side. It's a little bit slippery, but eventually you come through another section where the corridor is a bit like this. It's a bit wider, but there is a gantry that's been placed over the top of this. On the one side, there's a big metal barred gate. The corridor carries on beyond that. On that, where the gate is, there's a footpath, or there's a gantry on that side of the corridor. On the other side, a bit further along, is like a metal platform. And beyond that, there is another gantry leading off into the distance. It kind of looks like it bends round to a corner. There are niches and recesses ahead of you into the wall. As you arrive here, you can hear muttering. You can detect things moving around you. That trough in the middle, parts of it looks like parts of it are moving. The light is really low. Aside from your torches, there's maybe one other source of light in here, and that's further down.
It's
not
the
on
alligators,
kind of-
doesn't it?
you hear something going.
Yep,
and
alligators.
movement.
I knew it. Ken, you got your wish.
There's like a metal railing in front of you, and as you kind of approach, you see down one side of the wall, making its way down, is this bloated, fat. It looks like an albino constrictor that kind of drops down, curls itself around the metal railings, and just sits there, tongue flicking out.
The rule is we can't make people vampires, right? But we could turn an alligator into a vampire.
You
Once a
can't
pet,
turn
once a familiar.
animals can't become vampires because animals in World of Darkness essentially don't have a soul.
Okay.
But you can make an animal a ghoul.
So,
I seen this
So-
guy in Conan.
oh, shit. You killed my pet. Anyway,
Oh.
dun, dun. So I'm gonna take this opportunity, since I have two flashlights. I have my small pocket one and the mag light. I'm gonna actually slowly unscrew the battery, the base of the pocket one, to take the AA battery out, and just
Mhm.
drop a AA battery off the gangplank into the water, just to see what
Okay.
happens. What if the water is disturbed?
So it's not water per se, it's more like mud. So you hear a kind of a squelch as it hits. Yeah. And a few moments later, this bloated rat scurries up and drops it back on your foot.
Oh, it gives it back to me? Okay.
That's a
all right.
cool trick. I throw Ken
Nice.
in.
Oh, shit. He's like, ah! I shall
Are
name
you
him.
seriously doing that? Are you going to just
No.
are you gonna
I shall
kind
name
of
him
just
Carl.
jokingly, just kind of
That was a test for you to see if you were going to make it, so that I had to roll to make Ken go.
No, I'm not going to make it. But if you want to joke around, if you want to kind of grab him and go, "Ah!" Obviously it's up
Yeah,
to
I
Ken
was just curious
how
to
he
see.
responds to that.
Yeah, I was just curious to see what disturbing the water or slash sludge was going to do. Just
But
to be
yeah,
aware
aside
that
from
if
that,
we get, yeah.
yeah, there is still kind of movement from down there. And again, as I say, from these niches, you can hear whispered voices. You can't make out what they're saying.
Nothing pointing at us from the niches, right? Like barrels or
Not that you can see.
Nothing.
Every so often in the light
Arrow slits.
sources that are there, you can see
No.
there's like flickerings of movement maybe down there,
Okay.
but you can't see because of the angle that they're at, how far back they go.
Gotcha.
After a moment, as you're kind of getting used to the darkness down here and you're kind of flashing your torches around, you see from the mud, it kind of starts to part and you see this long hand, fingers probably about that long, come out of the mud. There,
Is it Max Shrek?
it may as well be.
Nice.
The fingers are so long you can clearly see they have an extra joint in them as
Oh,
they
wow.
reach up and spider up these long clawed nails, spider up the side, one side of the trough, and then another one out the other side. And this figure pulls himself out of the mud and scuttles up onto this metal platform that's about 10 feet across away from you down the corridor. I have two pictures to show you. One just to give you an idea of this guy's size and sort of shape, and then one is to give you an idea of what he looks like. There we go.
That's a pretty cool drawing.
Yeah, again, he's pencil thin. You judge about 6'9", maybe 6'10". The only thing that I couldn't do with this is he has white glowing eyes.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I am Franklin.
I'll give him like a nod and tell him you honor us with an audience.
Fledglings. He looks each of you over. Takes a moment longer looking at you, Andrew, and looking at you, Ken. Gonna twist his head. Fledglings. And places his hands on the rail on his side of the thing and leans himself and takes a long look at the two of you.
I kind of whisper to Ken, we could be in trouble here.
And that seems like a good place to leave it at 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Oh, you bastard!
Oh, you've just delivered
time.
You've just delivered the perfect line to just leave it on. Yes, I'm going to call it here for this evening. Thank you for joining us, and we will be back next week to learn what we may.